What's up, my beautiful Do Life in a Body You Love chicks? Today, I want to talk about one of the most important things that you need to do if you want to make change in your life, and that is changing the stories that you're telling yourself, believing about your situation, anything. Like if you're going to implement change, I don't care what area of your life it's in, you have to start thinking a little bit different. So I see a lot of women who stay stuck because they feel overwhelmed. They feel like they don't have enough time. They feel like maybe they don't have the resources that they need to make a change. They think that something is not possible for them. They think that because of like where they come from or what runs in their family. I mean, just like literally anything that you can possibly think of. And that is actually what's keeping them stuck, not the thing that they think is keeping them stuck. Okay, that was wordy and not said very well, but y'all get where I'm going with this, right? So sometimes there are situations that are outside of our circumstances. Absolutely. And I'm not trying to say that there isn't, or that where you come from, or genetics, or what your schedule looks like, or those things don't play a role. But for the most part, the changes that I see women repeat over and over and over, man, I really wish that I could fill in the blank. They actually could do the thing. But the story that they're telling themselves is the thing that keeps them stuck. And so part of this reframing is like what we do a lot of with our clients when they're trying to lose weight. Time is a really big one. And I'm so excited in our Do Life membership. I actually just wrote like the most amazing time management training ever on this planet. I'm like so in love with this. I can't wait to give that to them this week. Because we get into the mindset pieces as well as like the actual how-tos, because even when it comes to managing your calendar, there's a mindset piece to this, right? So we hear our clients saying over and over, well, I don't have time to X, Y, and Z. And it's like, well, if you keep telling yourself that you don't have time, then you don't. Like, I'm totally not trying to be a jerk, but a lot of times, even like my friends or family or whomever, if they repeatedly tell me they want to do something, but then they always repeat the same story about why they're not doing it, I'll just start getting to the point where I'm like, is that the story that you want to continue to be true? Or would you like to write a different one? Because if you keep saying, I don't have time, you never will. If you keep saying, I'm too overwhelmed, you always will be. If you keep saying, well, I like food too much, then that will always be true for you. Here's what's actually true. Most people like junk food. Like, that's why we all struggle. It's not that there are some humans who just don't like junk food. I mean, I've heard people make this claim. I don't know if I trust those humans. I don't know what planet they live on, but to me, like Doritos are life. I love Doritos. Pizza rolls. Like I have the palate of a toddler. Some of you would be absolutely appalled at the things that I actually think are tasty. Okay. Most people have some form of junk food that they really, really enjoy. And the people who attain like a healthy weight or whatever the other health goal is versus the people who do not, it's not because girls in camp A don't like junk food and girls in camp B do like junk food. That's not what it is. It's that they've learned how to manage their cravings, right? So do you want to find a solution? But you're not going to find a solution if you believe your story. I can't lose weight because I have really bad sugar cravings. Well, we have to manage those sugar cravings. We have to get to the root of what's going on and problem solve. Like there's always a solution to your problem. Do you want to find it? Well, you have to believe that the solution exists and you have to start reframing what you think. Time and being overwhelmed are probably the hardest ones that I see because we are really busy. Like I don't know many people who aren't busy. And even like women who I work with and coach who are retired struggle with time management, right? Because like everybody still always wants something from you. There's always more to do. When you cross one thing off the to-do list, guess what's going back on it? 5 more things, right? So it's not like we ever run out of things that we have to do. And so a lot of times our stories are partial truths, but we're just letting them hinder us. Like, does that make sense, you guys? Like, yeah, the thing might be true, but there's a solution and you could work around it. So we got to get real with ourselves and we have to change these stories. So I'm going to challenge you guys this week to like really think about this. What are the things that you've been wanting to work on? Or maybe you have been trying to work on them. And then when you find yourself struggling, what's the thing that comes into your brain first? It could be a story that you say out loud to other people. It might not, though. It might be a story that's just in your head. Maybe you don't even share this story with other people, but it's the thought that's been on repeat in your mind over and over and over. It's like children who are always told you're bad, right? Well, they grow up to have this self-fulfilling prophecy of bad behavior because they were always told you're bad. That's what they believe about themselves. And then in turn, they just kind of fall into that, right? Or kids who are told like, you're not smart because they weren't good at school, but they're actually like brilliant. And then they grow up and they think that they're dumb. And it's like, you're not actually dumb. You're a genius. Like, I don't know. I'm just using these like extreme things to highlight, because I think you guys can all relate to those types of situations. But the same thing is true for us. We do the same thing to ourselves. And until we're ready to unpack all of that and start doing some reframing, listen, you want to lose weight? I can tell you exactly what to eat. I can tell you exactly what to eat. If I'm not sure what you need to eat, I can work with you for about 2 or 3 weeks. Even the most tricky of cases, I can work with you for 2 or 3 weeks and I can know usually what you should be eating. It doesn't mean that you're going to do it. It doesn't mean that you're going to do it. So we can customize it. We can make it completely fit your life. We can make it to where it takes you 0 extra minutes a week, 0. If you are like already cook at home, still doesn't mean you're going to do it. Because if you believe there's no point, I always cave. I don't have any discipline. I don't have any self-control. I don't have any willpower. My whole family is XYZ, fill in the blanks. If you believe that all of these things are unsolvable problems, or that these things are inherently true about yourself and who you are, you will always self-sabotage. It's not about what you need to eat. Like, that's the least interesting part of somebody's health journey, is what should I eat and what exercise should I do? That's the easy stuff. That's so easy. Like, I can give you a meal plan and a workout recipe. Workout recipe? What is that? A workout plan? No problem. No problem. Like, you tell me what's going on with your body. We can do that. Easy peasy. Are you going to do it? Do you think that you're worth doing it? Do you think you have enough time to do it? Like, part of the point of having a coach is to help with that overwhelmed feeling, so that you do have somebody to like guide you and button up a plan for you, so that can take care of when people feel overwhelmed. But some of the deeper stuff, that's mindset work. And we have to get to work on that mindset. And so what are the stories that are keeping you stuck? And if that's too, maybe not worded correctly for like how your brain is going to recognize it, what are the things that are keeping you stuck? What are the things? Jot them all down on paper. And it's fine. We did this in our workshop the other day, and I told the women, I was like, look, this isn't excuse making, okay? It is okay for you to identify the obstacles that you're going to have in your life. You should identify them. Acknowledging that they exist is not you making excuses or whining or complaining. Don't have so much like toxic positivity in your life that you're like, I don't want to identify anything negative because I'm not going to accept that into my energy field, or I don't know, whatever nonsense people talk about. You need to know what your obstacles are so you can problem solve them. So identifying, good. Accepting it as a concrete hurdle that cannot be overcome, not good. Not good. So, but we got to identify them first. So that's step 1. You jot them all down on paper. What are the things that make whatever you're working on hard for you? Whether it's parenting, whether it's your marriage, whether it's your weight, whatever the thing is, I don't care what it is. What's important to you right now? What do you want to change? What are the things that make that difficult? Now, look at the things that are making that difficult. What are the things you think about all of those topics? Now you start questioning your own thoughts. Because listen, just because you think it don't mean it's true. Most of what we think is not true. There's a whole big world out there, and we're very egocentric and we see things only through our very limited lens. And just because we've had a thought pop into our brain does not make it a stone cold fact. So now this is the part where we question ourselves. Is the thing that I think about this really true? Is it true that because I have sugar cravings, I can't lose weight? Is it true that because I'm in menopause, I can't lose weight? When women tell me, well, losing weight's impossible for me. And I go, why? Because I'm in menopause. And I'm like, okay, I'm still waiting for your reason why you can't lose weight. Well, it's because I'm in menopause. No, that's not a reason. Your body changes. I will give you that. What you have to do changes when you're in menopause. That part is true. I can't lose weight because my husband loves junk food and he won't stop bringing it in the house. Yep. And I'm still over here waiting for the reason why you can't lose weight, because it sounds like your husband has the junk food problem. So tell me why you're not losing weight. Now, is it hard when you're going to watch your husband eat all your favorite treats at night? Yes, I get it. You want to cut him because he stays lean and you're watching him eat all the things. That is an obstacle that you're going to have to learn how to manage. There are solutions for that. That's the life that I lived, by the way. That example is from my own personal life. There's ways to manage that, but only if you take back like the control of the situation and go, okay, well, this situation is not outside of my control. This story that I'm saying isn't true. It's not true that I can't lose weight because of my husband's behavior. Your husband's behavior should really only be affecting his own body, and you can't control his choices either. I have a busy schedule. My kids playing all of these sports, blah, 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 blah. All obstacles, all very valid things that we need to problem solve around, but they're not things that have to keep you from your goals, only if you let them. And then the deeper ones, maybe it's not time, maybe it's your beliefs about yourself. Is it true that you have no discipline? Or is it maybe true that you've always tried to do really unsustainable things to lose weight? If you're trying to do unsustainable things and you can't stick with it, welcome to the rest of the world. Everybody falls into that camp. Everybody. So that's not a you problem. Don't make it mean anything about who you are or what your own characteristics are. It doesn't mean anything about you. If you can follow a diet, that says literally nothing about you as a person, because nobody can, right? So reframe those stories, ladies. If you want to change anything about your life, you just have to start by changing the stories that you tell yourself. So I hope this one really sinks in and that you have fun playing with this week, and maybe even get a little pen and paper out and get to work. And of course, if you do, I would love to hear about it. I would love to hear what are the stories that have been keeping you stuck. How are you reframing them? Do you need help reframing them? Message me. I love this stuff. This is what I do. We're going to spend, by the way, if you're in the Do Life membership, we're going to be spending a lot of time talking about time management and reframing a lot of these stories over the next month. So get ready, ladies, because I'm going to be picking on you in there. And if you're not in the membership yet, oh my gosh, you have to check it out. This is so much fun. It's so amazing. And it's so incredibly reasonably priced with our half off coupon that we have for your first month. It's like, I don't know, $23 or something. I can't even remember. Check the website. It's keepitoffcoaching.com/do life. And then whatever price is on there, you get half off if you type in, like when you go to checkout, type in month 1. Okay. If that doesn't work, type 1 month. No, it is month 1, the number 1. So the word month, number 1. That was super confusing. I'll put it in the show notes, but I hope that all of you have a very lovely week. Summer is winding down. It is time to refocus on us. Let's go, ladies. I want to hear it. What are you working on? What are your goals? What do you guys want to hear more of on the podcast for the next month? Shoot me a message and let me know.